So I don't know how this all plays out eventually, Neely, with GameStop, but obviously we're some of the bloom coming off the rose for some of these stocks. If it makes a round trip all the way back to let's say it doesn't go all the way back. We talked about it yesterday. Maybe it stays at 50 or so, up from 20 or below that. Was it all a good exercise, a productive exercise, a positive exercise for everyone involved?
Well, sure. I mean, if you're somebody like me, you think that watching people put $5 into GameStop this week has caused more pressure for regulatory reform of the market than any PAC contribution in history. So I think that is pretty good. I think all of us want to see a more sane market that reflects the actual values of these companies, that reflects the actual value being created by the companies, and that people can participate in without worrying about losing their shirts constantly. But in terms of, did GameStop itself, this entire situation, teach us anything? Sometimes things go viral on the internet for no reason, and it's kind of dangerous to read more into it than that.
A lot of people do not want regulatory relief. That I don't know, maybe they think the SEC might be able to consider the situation with some, maybe a light touch, some prudent moves here to make sure everything is above board in terms of their rules. But most people certainly don't want Washington to get involved, I don't think, Neil. And I'm not sure what you meant, that we're now better able to see what the actual value of a company is after this incident. I would take the opposite side and say that value had nothing to do with what we've seen.
Oh no, yeah, no, sure, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying what this situation has shown us is that sometimes the market can get completely divorced from the underlying value of a company and the underlying value that it creates. And I think everybody actually on both sides of the aisle, or if you're just a pure anarchist and you don't think that government should be involved at all, everybody thinks that the market should reflect the underlying value of the companies and the underlying value that they create.
Right.
There is a small group of people that. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, but then there's these nuanced stocks like, does Tesla? We don't throw that into the same category as GameStop. Does Tesla, where it's trading now, reflect the actual underlying value? And a lot of people would say that it does, based on the future for EV and all the varied and sundry things that Elon Musk is creating there. While other people, cynics say, obviously that's not the case with GameStop, but maybe there is something to GameStop in terms of being the Netflix model for games in terms of online.
Well, I think Tesla is the great retail investment success story, right? A lot of people who maybe can't afford a Tesla can buy a piece of Tesla and say, I believe in this model and I believe in Elon. He's an inspiring figure, and I think he's going to succeed. Now, you might not think about it that way on the fundamentals of the business as it is, but for the average person, they can buy a piece of that future that they see. That is a success. And as we came out of break, you were saying the stock market's in default mode, right? It's just going up. So as you participate in the market as a retail investor, you can make bets on things like Tesla that you think are successful because you like the CEO, you like the company, and you get a pretty good return. You get 7% year over year forever. Something like GameStop is a bunch of people online, we don't know who they are, trading information that we can't really verify, running a financialized play that usually we ask people to be accredited investors to run, and we don't really like it when they do it. I think they're just radically different situations. And the thing that I've just seen in the coverage all week, all of last week, is our inability to parse what is actually happening collectively, my own, reading Twitter too much, parse what is actually happening from what we want to happen, from what the narrative is.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.